Hey everyone, especially during a time like Ramadan, we're all thinking about our connection with God, right? But today, we're going to dig into a concept that isn't just for this month. It's for every single moment of our lives. It's a constant, open invitation to come back. So let's get into it.
Really think about that for a second. This isn't just for when you're praying or fasting or doing something good. No, we're talking about a constant spiritual duty that you're meant to carry with you always, through every part of your day.
So what is this thing? What's this one requirement that's with us whether we're feeling on top of the world with our faith or we've just, messed up? Whether life is a breeze or it's just plain hard. It's framed not just as a duty, but as a companion. And the answer is tawbah, sincere repentance. But hold on, this isn't just about saying I'm sorry when you do something wrong. No, it's way deeper. It's about this continuous state of turning your heart back to God, no matter what's going on. And how this turning back is received. Well, that's where things get truly mind-blowing.
Okay, so this brings us to what you could call the divine calculation. It's basically the spiritual math of our actions. And let me tell you, if you've ever felt buried under the weight of your mistakes, you're going to want to hear this, because the scale is tipped big time towards mercy.
So, according to a famous narration, when one of us sins, God tells the angels, okay, write it down as one. Just one. One for one. Seems fair enough, right? But just wait.
Because here's where the math gets absolutely beautiful. When that same person does just one good deed, the instruction is to write it down as 10, a tenfold reward. And that's just the minimum. The scale isn't just balanced, it's deliberately, overwhelmingly in our favor. And it goes even deeper than that. Get this, if you just think about doing something wrong but don't actually do it, nothing gets written down, 0. But if you think about it and then you stop yourself for God's sake, that act of stopping, that gets recorded as a full, complete, good deed. The very act of turning away is an act of worship.
And here's the beautiful reason why, right from the source. God says, "For he left it for my sake." It's not just about the action, it's about the why. It's this personal connection, this internal choice we make that is seen and valued and rewarded so mercifully. Okay, so all of this sounds amazing, right? But for a lot of us, it brings up a really heavy question. We look at our past and think, that's great for other people, but my sins? They're too big. I've gone too far. That feeling of despair is real, and the source material tackles it head on.
And the answer is just so powerful. My mercy encompasses all things. Think about that. No matter what you've done, no matter how huge you think your sin is it a thing? Yes. Well, His mercy covers all things. It's a simple but profound logic. Your sin, whatever it is, fits inside His mercy.
And if you need proof, there's this incredible, almost unbelievable story. We're not talking about someone who made a few mistakes. We're talking about a man who had killed 99 people, and he wanted to turn back. So his journey is just wild. First he goes to this worshiper who, means well but doesn't have the knowledge, and the guy tells him, "No way, it's impossible for you." So in his despair, the man kills him too. That's 100 people. But even then, he doesn't give up. He finds a real scholar who tells him, of course the door to repentance is open. It's always open. He tells him to go to a better land, and on that journey, he dies. And who comes for his soul? The angels of mercy. The takeaway is just staggering. After 100 murders, one sincere step was enough. And this beautiful hadith just seals it. God extends His hand by night for the one who sinned during the day, and by day for the one who sinned at night. It's not a 9-to-5 offer. It's constant. The invitation is always there, 24/7. Okay, so you might be thinking, if the door is always open, what's the big deal about Ramadan? And that's a great question. While repentance is always available, Ramadan is like prime time. It's a season where the spiritual connection is amplified and turning back is made so much easier.
The Quran actually gives us a roadmap. You do something wrong, you immediately remember God. You ask for forgiveness. And here's the really critical part. You don't persist in it. You make a real, conscious decision to change your direction.
Which brings it all back to right here, right now. We're told that in Ramadan, the gates of heaven are wide open, the gates of hell are locked shut. Knowing that, really knowing that, can any of us afford to say, "I'll do it later"? Can we afford to delay that decision to turn? So, with that feeling of hope, that feeling of urgency, let's shift from just talking about this to actually asking for it. Let's make this a collective plea to be accepted.
Let's start with the most basic, most important ask. O Allah, forgive us in Ramadan and do not let us be among the forsaken. And then, one of the deepest hopes we all carry this month. O Allah, free our necks from the fire in Ramadan.
And let's end with a prayer for our future, for right now. O Allah, make this the best Ramadan we have ever experienced. Let this be the one that truly changes us.
And so, we've come full circle. That story of the man who killed 100 people, it proves that no past is too dark to overcome. That divine calculation, it shows that every single effort to turn back counts, big time. The whole idea of Toba is just this wide-open, standing invitation. So the only real question left is the one you have to ask yourself. What will you leave behind for His sake?